Good morning. It's Thursday, and I am on my way to work again because that's what I do all the time, work. So, another shout out to Miss Cynthia Cook, who is my son's previous preschool teacher, for recommending this cell phone holder. I'm absolutely loving it. And I got me a new cell phone yesterday, so the camera is actually way better. Anyway, so I am, like I said, on my way to work. This is truthfully the best time I have to go live because otherwise I am seeing patients, dealing with small children, or trying to take care of myself and exercise and rest and meal prep and all that stuff. So this is my undivided attention until we're done. So today, I had lots of thoughts about what we could talk about. I know we've talked about sugars a bit. I know we've talked about what macronutrients are. We've talked about starting slow and working our way up. I know a lot of people who follow me are very busy working people. And so finding time for themselves is often a challenge. I feel you. I feel you right here. It is difficult. All right, so I want to maybe talk a little bit about grace because the reality is that this is not an overnight event. This is progress over perfection. This is starting slow and working your way up. This is finding consistency and maybe worrying less about what that looks like and more about the fact that it's consistent. Okay, so I have talked to several clients, even just recently, who have expressed just trouble finding time in their day, okay? And I would say a majority of people finding time is a choice, okay? That's the tough love part. I chose this morning to sleep an extra hour instead of getting up and exercising. I just did, okay? My husband and I were getting ready for bed last night. We looked at the clock and I said, holy cow, when did it become 11:30? And that's when I realized that, hey, maybe that extra hour of sleep would be better for my metabolism and my health than getting up at, 4:50, which is when I would get up to exercise in the morning to work out. Stressing out your system excessively is not helpful. We talk about priorities in terms of nutrition. The priority is always your nutrition, okay? You get your nutrition right, then you focus on your sleep, okay? Because if you're not getting enough sleep, then your hormone health goes to crap, all right? It just does. It stresses out your body excessively. And anything you do on top of that, if you're not getting enough sleep, is just overstressing your body. So you do have to make some choices. I know that for a lot of people who have shift work, they work weird hours, small children. I get it. You have small kids. Sometimes the only time you have to yourself is that time after they go to bed. So then you're sitting there making a choice. Do I want to go to bed after they go to bed, or do I want an extra 2 to 3 hours, 4 hours to myself? Okay. And I have made the choice both ways. You just do. Some days you feel like emotionally you need that extra you time. That's okay too. All right. Sometimes it's reframing our thoughts about what makes me time. Netflix and chill with a glass of wine may be great once in a while, but it's probably not the healthiest choice. You could also look at your working out as you time. You could look at going for a walk as you time. Getting extra sleep could actually even still be you time if you kind of rephrase how you think about things. The struggle that I find, and it's not a struggle because I know what my choice is in it, is that when you're in a married relationship and you have commitment there and you want to spend time with your partner because I love my husband, and if I don't spend time with him, that's not good, and I like it. It's valuable time for me and him, I hope. But you make a choice that I realize after the kids go to bed, that's time that he and I have to talk and connect and have our relationship. So I have to find a balance there, and I know everybody else does too. But it's still a choice, okay? We are intentional with our choices. And if you make the choice, then you're responsible for that choice, okay? And I guess this is the put on your big girl, put on your big boy panties moment. You've got to take responsibility, okay? You are not a victim. Life does not happen to you. You happen to your own life, okay? The choices you make directly affect your lifestyle. It directly affects how you interact with other people, what kind of person you are, and how the world sees you, okay? And while it's not all about appearances, it's definitely not about appearances, okay? I mean, I got hair going every which way. This is me, okay? This is Thursday morning Amber going to work, okay? There is a reality to it, but the truth is I'm talking about who you see, okay? Who is the person that's looking back at you in the mirror? If you're not happy with that person, then there's lots of layers to that, okay? Maybe it's an emotional component that you need to work through. Maybe there's a physical component that you need to address and acknowledge, and maybe they're intertwined, emotional eating and choosing not to be healthy. And I say it's a choice because it is a choice. We all make that choice. We choose what we do every day. I chose yesterday to have a cupcake. Okay. It was not treat day. I had a cupcake. I enjoyed it. I'm okay with it. Okay. But I made that choice. I can't sit there and say, oh my gosh, there were cupcakes at work and I just had to have one because if I didn't have one, it'd be a waste. No, that's garbage. I chose that, okay? Just like when I went to church last night, they have now very nicely gotten grilled nuggets from Chick-fil-A to bring to me to dinner every night. My kids eat pizza. I take nuggets from Chick-fil-A that are grilled and I put them on top of a green salad. That's what I do with pizza night now, which is fine. Pizza and I aren't best friends. I know a lot of people love pizza. That's fine. That's you. Pizza is not like my all-time favorite food. And so I can kind of take it or leave it unless it's from a very specific location. I'd rather save those calories for a cupcake. Not gonna lie. Okay. So I made that choice. That's all it is. You got to make the choices. So that means that you got to make the choice to get enough sleep. You've got to make the choice to exercise. I hate this intersection. All right. You've got to make the choice to choose foods that nourish your body and partner with you for your health goals. Now, if you don't have any goals, that's a whole nother discussion, and maybe we need to talk about what those should be and have a conversation with your doctor about where you're at. If you're not taking care of your health, guess what? The only person you're hurting is you. Okay? The people who love you too, by the way. All right, not to throw the guilt lower on there, but I wake up every day and I've got a husband and 2 little boys who depend on me to be able to go to work and earn a living and take care of myself. Need motivation? It's right there. Okay. And I do it for me because mentally I'm a lot happier fueling my body correctly and exercising and moving. I can tell when I haven't worked out for several days. I'm stiff. I'm uncomfortable. My body is literally groaning for me to go work out. And it is a privilege to get to work out. Let's face it. Okay. We talk about, oh, work out, I want to exercise. Okay. Guess what? There are millions of people in this world who would love to have the life that you have, where you get to choose whether or not you're going to sit your butt in front of the couch every day or go exercise. Meanwhile, these people are walking miles and miles and miles every single day for clean water and education. Okay? I don't want to hear about your pity party. All right? So let's consider the reality of what's happening. Let's look at your goals. Let's look at your choices. Okay? You can't wake up one day and sit there and say, I want to be a fitness model and then eat Doritos all day. It doesn't work that way. Your choices directly reflect your outcomes. It's just the way it works. Okay? So I decided I wanted to be a doctor. Guess what? I had to choose to go to college. I had to choose to go to medical school. I had to choose to study for the MCAT during college. Okay? I had to make choices. I sacrificed a summer off of school to study for my MCAT because it was more important, because it was the choice I was making. I gave up 4 years of my life to medical school. And I say gave up because let me tell you, it is a sacrifice. Okay. I gave up 3 years of my life to residency, and not that I didn't have fun all the way along. I mean, you work hard, play hard the whole time, and you're in medical school and residency. There's no argument there. But it's still a choice. It's a sacrifice. It's hard work. And does it pay off? Yeah, I like my job. All right. I know that's not the case across the board for a lot of doctors in medicine right now. There's a lot of burnout, and that's multifactorial and a discussion for another day. But I happen to be very satisfied with where I'm at right now. So, and it's a good balance for me. Where I work prioritizes mental health and work-life balance and stuff like that for their physicians, which I think plays a big role. So I'm happy there. The challenge, though, is I still have to make the choice every day. I still have to get up. I still have to choose, hey, am I going to run downstairs to the bagel shop and get a pastrami sandwich, which, by the way, I would absolutely love. Or am I going to choose not to? Because I know, one, that's not going to fuel my body in the most optimal way possible. Two, I know that pastrami gives me a headache. Okay. Just because I like it doesn't mean it likes me. And three, it's not going to help me meet my goals. All right. So, true discussion. I did not pack a lunch today. I didn't. I ran out of time. That's real life, by the way. People talk about meal prepping and everything else, and that's great. I do that maybe 30% of the time. I meal prep. I will plan I will try and pack salads for lunches. A lot of times it's me throwing vegetables in the bag so that I can do the salad when I get to work, which is pretty easy too. But like today I didn't do it at all. In fact, my lunchbox is still at work because I forgot it yesterday. So, what am I going to do for lunch today? I'm probably going to run down to the grocery store. I'm going to get a pre-made salad with a big bunch of chicken on it and call it a day, and maybe have a protein shake later today. Just try and stay on plan, but make good choices, So just because you didn't pack, just because you didn't make your own food at home, doesn't mean you can't stay on plan. If the only thing you have available to you is fast food, which is not the best option, obviously, but you can pretty much buy a salad anywhere with a piece of grilled chicken. Okay, so let's just be realistic here. If you don't like that, then you do need to plan ahead. If you're going out to eat with coworkers, get a piece of grilled fish, or even get a burger, but ask for either no bun, or ask for it to be in a lettuce wrap, or if you want the bun and you're counting the carbs that day, that's fine. Do a regular bun or a gluten-free bun. Just make sure you account for it. That's all. It's all choices. And and that's, I think, the flexibility with macro counting has been that it's all making just choices. That's it. I just have to meet my goals every day, and that makes it really easy and gives you a lot of freedom. So, if it fits your macros, right? So, anyway, that's life's about choices. You got to make them. You got to choose what's important to you. We make choices every day. If something's really important for you, you make time for it, okay? I make time for my kids. I made time to go to church last night because it's important to me for my kids to be there, because one, they love being there, and having that mentorship and that fellowship and the teaching, they love it. I was there because, one, my kids are there, but two, I was fellowshipping with some other people at church, and I get a lot out of that. And then I also was meeting with somebody about some leadership role stuff that I was interested in doing. So, you make time for the things that are important. That's all there is to it. You make time for your kids. You make time for work. You make time for your Netflix. You make time for your wine. You just have to choose. Okay. If you need help making those decisions, or you're not sure how to rework your day, let me know. I'm happy to help you work through some of those challenges. And, have a wonderful day and enjoy your Thursday. It is almost the weekend. We got 2 more business days. We're counting it as 2. I know that everyone goes, oh, it's Thursday. You only have Friday. Okay, but Thursday just really hasn't started yet for me, so it's still 2. But I hope you have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Enjoy your weekend. And God bless.